Hello everybody and welcome back to another Thrift with Me video. In this video, Erin and I went over to the Wesley Chapel, Florida Goodwill. We haven't been there in a little while, so we wanted to see what was going on. Last time we were there, we found a lot of bigger, really cool pieces for our antique booth and things that we could use as displays, like baskets and frames and things like that, things that we could refinish. This time, same thing happened again. I was in this aisle and they just have some really cool stuff. This little guy I was considering for myself. Erin knows that I like Easter stuff and I love Peter Rabbit, so he was looking at him for me. And his little backpack and stuff has been glued on like 5 gazillion times, so I ended up leaving him there. But I like having second thoughts about him, you know? I was looking at those art glass shades, wasn't anything spectacular. These frames were amazing. I was showing Erin, I go, see, this is why you thrift picture frames. I should have gotten that picture frame at least. That one's really great. You could have like thrifted a little piece of artwork and swap it out with like a better frame, something like that. I love like looking for home decor things for our house and for resale as well. So I saw this little piece of wood back here. It kind of was reminiscent of something we already have in the house, and I wanted to see what it was. And I flipped it over, and I think it said like Ross or TJ Maxx on the back, so I left that there. This was really cool. It was a sketch, like a pen sketch, dated and signed. It was dated 1986, and the name of the picture was A Place to Rest, and it was a sketch of someone's front porch. The frame on the back, the company that framed it was in Tampa, so it's probably a local piece, which makes it even cooler. So a lot of the artwork I have up on my walls and that I've sold on eBay has been little pieces of art like that. Nothing huge, nothing giant. You know, I probably wouldn't really know a really good piece of artwork if it was staring me in the face. I just kind of go with what I'm attracted to. But just because you're attracted to it doesn't mean that it's worth money, and just because you're not attracted to it doesn't mean that it isn't something. So that's the thing when you're a reseller. You tell yourself, okay, I'll stick with what I like, but what you like isn't always what everyone else likes. So, you know, you got to kind of gauge that, find things that are within your budget. So this right here is a little fruit stand. It's that wrought iron and that sort of wicker basket look. There's a couple of things that I want to display in the antique booth, so I thought that's perfect. The shelving that we have, I don't know if it will fit in there, but I can set it on the floor and just make a cute little display area. And same thing with this little bread bowl. That's probably, I think it's resin or something. But I can like put things in it. You know what I mean? Like I can lay little hankies or put whatever I want to in there. So this piece was really cool. I was actually kind of considering it. It was actually a clock, and it's signed on the front there. And I was thinking, you know, this would look really good, sort of painted up, kind of brought fresh into this decade. Though there's a lot of people out there that loves the wood, and I'm not taking that away from anybody. But I don't know. I just ended up leaving it there because I thought it's in sort of like a shadow box, and I didn't want to try and take it apart to be able to paint the wood on the inside. I was like, sometimes you just have to know when to say no, and the project is going to be just a little too much for what you can actually get out of it, if you know what I mean. I totally wasn't paying attention to what was in that bag. They were little miniature chalkboards. I could have used those as like signage or something for the antique booth, but Aaron was like talking to me and I was kind of just touching things and paying attention to him. So yeah, now that I see the footage, I'm like, Crap, I could have used those. This is a little Lefton trinket dish. Lefton made all kinds of things. Lefton even made glass paperweights. I don't know if you guys know that, but they made so many things. So many. And then the glass turkeys are generally done by Ellie Smith. And then Erin found this beautiful vase that looks like candy corn that the only two things we could find is on it is some people are calling it Murano, and some people are saying that it's by Dale Tiffany. So those are like the two things that I could find on it. I don't find any pictures with any stickers or anything like that. So when I listed it on eBay, I put that information. I said, this is the information I could find about this piece. And I did a comparable pricing because that piece has sold for over $100 a few times, and it's listed over $100 a few times. So that's what I did. I mean, I don't know what more you can do unless you have like a book and it cites an actual credible source. Your information is only going to be as good as the person's information that you're using, that's you found on Google or that you found on eBay. So that's why I don't know, I don't always take it what's the word? Like, I don't like take it for gospel, you know what I mean? When people have things listed for saying it's a certain maker, I try and do a little bit more research than that, because people make mistakes, and it's a snowball effect. All it takes is one person to copy another, to copy another, to copy another. And before you know it, all this misinformation is out there about items. And so I just try and do a little bit more research. But that vase, that was kind of hard. I couldn't really find anything else about it. Now, this piece right here, we almost missed this. So it's like this wine decanter bottle. It's beautiful. It is like a flashed on paint, but those are etched into the glass. Like you could feel the etching of the grapes and the leaves. However, it had these giant chips on the other side, which is probably why it was left there. It was only $4.98. If it didn't have any damage or anything like that, I probably could have sold that for about $40 or so on eBay. But we ended up leaving it there because, for one, it was a flashed piece of glass, and two, it had quite a significant amount of chipping around the edge. But it was phenomenal looking, especially having the glass stopper. So I'm constantly checking the clear glass. You guys know that. I find hidden fairy lamps. Not really even hidden, just it appears hidden because the clear glass all blends together. And I'm looking for like lucite candles, glassy baby, art glass, all kinds of stuff. But I did happen to look up, I think it was up here somewhere. Come on. I think I spotted it. It was kind of hidden. I was like, oh, what is this guy? It was a very whimsically made piece of pottery. It is signed actually twice on the bottom. It says car and it has a date on the bottom. So I think it looks like it says 2003, but then it also has another mark. Now, if there is a car pottery house out there, but when you look at their about page, the guy didn't actually start doing it until 2010. And also the sold listings that I found for car pottery has a bit of a different hallmark on the bottom. So I'm not sure, but I thought that was really cool. It was really well made, and it's very whimsical looking, and different and odd things sell very well. So I'm always looking for those kinds of things, looking just for, I don't know, just different. Now, the car pottery that was sold was very whimsical. It was faces, a lot of faces that was sold on there. And I could probably get a good $50 to $60. Now, this was a piece of Namaji pottery. It's native pottery, and this stuff sells all over the place. So what I suggest is to get it for as little as you possibly can, because I've seen this stuff go from $3 to like $35, $40, depending on its colors. There's so many different like color patterns, like the swirl. Some are like greens and reds. So I just recommend, if you guys want to pick up Southwestern pottery, or native pottery or anything like that. Like right now, Mexican pottery is coming back. It's pretty hot. Last year it was, nobody wanted it. So just, I would say pick little pieces up here and there that you can afford, that are in your budget, and just kind of wait on them. That's what I would do. So I got a question for you guys. Do you guys have like a bucket list item that you want to find at the thrift store? I mean, no matter what it is, if it's clothing, if it's accessories, if it's home decor, anything like that, if it's like new furniture, is there something that you just really, really, really hope to find every single time you go in there? Maybe you've been even hunting for it for like years. Is there something of that you have in your head that is like your top bucket list item? I would really love to know. If you guys could leave me that in the comments down below, that would be fantastic. All right, guys, so as usual, there is a couple more minutes left of footage in this shop with me video. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video at all and watching it. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you could learn something from any of the videos that I put out there for you guys. Don't forget that on Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern, we host live sales here on the channel, and also on Sundays. I was considering possibly doing away with Sundays, but I just don't know. So until like I do know and I'm not so wishy-washy, just look forward to Fridays at 1 and Sundays at 1. That's where you'll see a lot of the things that are in these shop with me videos and that are in haul videos. So yeah, make sure you guys tune in for that. Don't forget to go follow us over on Instagram. Aaron is Mr. Chapter 2 Vintage Co. and I'm just Chapter 2 Vintage Co. All right, guys, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.